Good day, everybody. How are you doing? I hope you are recovered from any potential excess of Christmas cheer. Of course, you're now getting ready for an excess of New Year's cheer. Good grief, that's only in a few days, isn't it? Welcome back to the Long Dark. As you may have gathered, my regular schedule is back on. Cross fingers, it stays that way. At least for the foreseeable future. So where are we? Well, Astrid spent Christmas Day in the Ravine, and in fact she is still there. If you want to see that, you're going to have to watch the Christmas special. It's the first video, I think. Yes, I think it was. And at some point I need to get her out back to the coastal highway, which I am not looking forwards to, because she has to brave the bear that nearly mauled her to death last time. But for now, we are waiting on skins to cure, that kind of thing. So I'm not sure if we'll be getting out today, but we'll see. What am I doing? I'm loading the game. Ah, it's evening. It's evening? It's evening. I've forgotten about that. Oh, yes, I had to come in and take a nap, didn't I? Because of the oddities of where we are. Do I need to fix something? I have a suspicion I do, don't I? Yes. Right, that's one more thing done. And do I need to mess with... I don't really need the gut, but when I get out of here I'll need to take the pelts with me. And I can't remember what we were doing. No, but it actually did do something. It will have helped with my minor problem with the scurvy risk, which is another reason to get out. Because, well, actually, if we have a decent blizzard, the scurvy risk is not such a problem. Wow, I think that's the highest fresh venison I've ever seen. Have I got everything running properly? It would appear so. I haven't got anything accidentally. No. This is my stack of fir wood. And I have, at some point, probably ought to transfer to the coastal highway, but I have no current means of doing so. Well, I do. I could just pick it all up and do it that way, but let's see. And I need to remember, where did I... Does anybody remember where I placed the snares? I think they are across over that way, aren't they? On the other side, near that cave. Ought to consider taking screenshots, but yep, I think she is tired enough that I can go to sleep. I think so, at any rate. Let me think. Is there something I'm missing? That sounds promising. I do actually want a nice blizzard. Yep. That looks like a nice blizzard. Like a thoroughly nice blizzard. I suppose that's what I'm after, isn't it? Because I want birch. Give me a nice blizzard, plenty of birch, and a nice clear day so I can use the magnifying glass to light a fire. It's okay, you can stop being a blizzard now. Anytime. Getting chilly in here. Yay. That was very fortuitous. It's exactly what I needed, to be honest. Alright, so now we're going to go out and see if we can get some useful stuff. It is kind of amusing to me that the water doesn't freeze out here. So, we shall do a general wander. I'll look at her, moving with the grace of a gazelle. Don't worry, I'm going to come back. And, well, actually, there's no birch in this region. Oh, there might be, yeah. So we're just going to go down here, turn around, come back, forage, and see what we can get. not too chilly. Yeah, I think most of the birch is over here, isn't it? Ah, that's what I'm after. Oh yes, that's all going to help. There is actually a limit to how long I can stay here. Both the deer in this immediate region are dead. That one I just used to fix my boots. Let me guess, the story is not yet written. Yep. I think that's a very common theme, isn't it, amongst the various cairns? In fact, I think that's pretty much the only message I see these days. Pretty much hunted the rabbits to extinction on this side of the railway. However many times I make this crossing on the log, that fails to somewhat increase the old heart rate. As I know people have fallen off, if not that particular log, although I'm sure that has happened, then other areas it's possible to fall off. I'm pretty certain. I'm just curious to see his... Oh! That's, different. Yeah. And of course there's the other cave. I'll go check the snares in a second. Are you seriously telling me I've only got 3 pieces of bark out of that? I mean, I haven't finished checking, to be honest, but I would like a little bit more. And this is not looking promising, is it? And in fact, I am not seeing any rabbits around here at all. The only other place for rabbits up here is actually down in the bottom there. I mean, I'll leave these here because it could be too early or something. I'll check them later, but it seems to me there's a very... Sorry. Voice seems to be running a bit thick right now. There's some birch over there. And yes, I do kind of need birch for the vitamin C. I haven't died of scurvy in this game, and it's the one way I haven't died. Oh no, I haven't died of cabin fever either. Have I died every other way you can die? I haven't died of chemical poisoning. You do have to work on that. At some point, I still have plans to make a series, 101 Ways to Die in the Long Dark. In fact, I've got one of them kind of queued up for me to record, and it is chemical poisoning. And yeah, it takes a surprising amount of effort to die of chemical poisoning. It becomes a race to see whether you're going to die from the cold or chemical poisoning. Yeah, that's a thought. I could do a live stream. Nah. For YouTube, I do actually need to upload videos sometimes. Sort of like a background content, if you like. Live streams sort of tend to be one-off. Not always, but yeah, it's a general rule. The Christmas live stream, for example, will almost certainly never get another view. Maybe 1 or 2 at some point, but that was a special, so... In case anybody's wondering, I do not intend to do a New Year's Eve live stream. Ooh, dear me, no. No. The Christmas one was exhausting enough. Plus I had to wear that silly hat. Right, so other places for birch bark. I had a thought. I might try it. What happens if I exit and come back? Does it remember the state that I left it in terms of animals and resources? I should try that, actually. I've never tried that before deliberately. We can just pop out and pop back easily enough. Yeah, let's try that. It's just for funsies. I know there are some things that won't regenerate. Rose hips won't, for example. Cattails won't. No, let's just pop out into Mystery Lake and then pop back, see what happens. Just to see what degree of change, if any, we get. Honestly, if I was developing this, I would have made sure that it stayed exactly the same state. Animals in the same depleted situation. Right. And now we head back, just to see if there's any degree of reset. I remembered my footprints. It's... Of course, I could take the animal skins with me, but uncured as they are, because technically they don't make me smell, but then technically animals can smell you to some extent anyhow. Yep, I'm not. Probably didn't go for long enough. That appears to be it. 3 pieces of bark, and that's my lot. And that's my midden. Of course, what it really ought to allow you to do is strip the bark off the trees themselves, but I suppose that would be... yeah, that would be a bit much, wouldn't it? Make it a bit too easy. And yeah, I need the sun to move over here a bit. All of this has a feeling like it's basically giving me a sotto voce suggestion that I should get going. Hey Anna, how are you doing?
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Let's just clean up a little bit. All these tinder plugs that I can't use. Let's see if I can light a fire. Yes, I can. Look at that. Oh no. How are the kids over Christmas?
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Now, the magnifying glass is awfully handy if Oh no. Did you get what your offspring had?
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Oh. Oops. I probably mentioned this, but there was, I think it was Christmas Eve, I had a piece of good news regarding my son. He had applied to Lancaster University to do sports science, and they have made him an offer. And apparently, the deciding aspect of it was that he was in the Army Cadets. Apparently, they specifically mentioned it in the letter. So now all he's got to do is get the necessary A levels. Cross fingers. So, in case we're wondering, yeah, that's the scurvy risk right now. And this should drop it down by 5%. 6%. Okay, that works. That definitely works.
And this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Glad you're getting better there. Okay. I have managed to procrastinate through another day, but at least I got all my food cooked. And this is likely to be the last food I get while I'm here, because I do need to start thinking about leaving. I don't want to leave because I don't want to have to deal with that blasted bear. That is decent. That is new. Okay, let's go fix my head. Oops. Fix my head. Let's see. This. That's alright. That needs fixing, but I don't have wolf skin here. That will need fixing. That's alright. Okay. That's okay for now. And I can worry about the rest of it later. Progress. Well, I think it's progress at any rate. Oh! It's 3 healthy loads of rabbit there. Well, let's accelerate our way through the day.
Feels like night is coming.
What I just did is kind of technically ill-advised. I mean, although given that warmth bonus, you're probably okay. If this is, yeah, too low, you definitely don't want to sleep for 4 hours at a time outside, even in a warm cave. Well, you don't have to be around people to get sick. You can just be around where they were. That will do it. Viruses do persist on, and bacteria, but viruses do persist on surfaces. They don't like it, but they can. And it looks like we've got some wind out there. Oh, yeah, that really does suck. I'm sorry about that. Right, so one last check for rabbits. I don't think there's going to be any. I think I pretty much hunted everything out here for now. I have temporarily scraped this place bare. Hey, Tony. Oh, hello again. And no, there are no shotguns in this game. I've gone the wrong way. How have you been, Tony, for the last couple of hours? Looks like I have cleared everything out. And therefore, we do need to start thinking about heading back. I do like to begin with the going back process at the beginning of the day rather than midway through, because I would rather try and get back to the coastal highway in one shot rather than have to spend time midway. Right, I think what we're going to do is basically accelerate through the day and then head out tomorrow, and I will spend a few minutes just making sure I've got everything I need to take with me, which will include a can. I need to take a can.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Yeah, I think we're just going to accelerate through the day. Hope it works out tomorrow, and then start heading back through bear country, which I am not looking forward to. And I will take with me look at that, all my rabbit belts cured, which is good. So we'll just do the whole pastime thing. I do want to take some of that fur with me, it has to be said. Although I've got enough for what I need, I think. But the problem is this weighs so much that, mind you, if I am going to be attacked by a bear, running does help sometimes, doesn't it? Yeah, let's just accelerate through the day. Still, it does give you some idea just how warm this area is. That is almost surreal. I have seen it get down to -11 back here. Now, it has to be said, if I had a regular bedroll is only good for -10. I think actually it's less than that, isn't it? We have a blizzard.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Right. That can all stay. I've got loads of gut. Oh, grief. 91 calories. Ah. That doesn't matter so much. Yeah, I'm not taking this. I could, you know. I could conceivably take some. But... nope. Let's try and... nope. Okay, I can technically run. I've got food, I've got water, I've got... don't have a can.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Oh, no. The can was enough to kick me over. Alright. I guess I'm going to bite on the bullet. So to speak. I'm going to miss this place. I hope it turns out to be nothing more than a cold, or possibly flu, although flu is nothing to sneeze at, with apologies for the dreadful and unintended pun. Hey, Christopher. I'll be honest, I don't much like walking through falling snow either, because that's not going to do my clothing any good. You know, I could probably have left the snares here. I don't need to take them with me, do I? Why am I taking snares with me? I can make snares at the other place. Yeah, so would a belt-fed machine gun, to be honest, but, I'm going to leave my snares in this cave because it's close by. Oh, look at that. Oh, look! Now this actually is... Okay, this is useful, to be honest. Actually, hang on, I don't remember these reishi mushrooms being here. They don't regrow, do they? How much do snares weigh, anyhow? Actually, that's quite a weight. I am going to drop the snares in the cave. I should have put them back in the other one, but I don't really need to take them with me. I don't remember seeing these. Probably means they were all there all the time, and I just didn't notice. I don't know. I do have a bit of a concern about Black Frost. I haven't seen the trailer, but I inadvertently have seen sort of little tiny snippets of it. And I know they're using Unreal, the Unreal engine. I think it's the Unreal 5 engine. I don't know whether they're going to do the Unreal 5.7. My concern about that is that it might make the game less accessible, because right now Black Frost can be not Black Frost, I think about the Long Dark runs very nicely on some really quite old systems. What's it going to be like when they switch to Unreal version 5? I mean, I've got some experience with games, with one or two games, I should say, running, I think, Unreal 5. The first one, of course, is Prologue Go Way Back. You know, Prologue Go Way Back has some very obvious issues with its game engine, with weird frame rates depending on which way you're facing. Aloft, I think, is an Unreal 5 engine, and that actually has some, or had, I haven't played a loft in quite a while, but a loft had some issues with frame rates mysteriously jumping, well, down, lagging in predictable locations too. So I must admit, I do wonder about the maturity of the Unreal Engine. Well, there's only so much they could put in the game. I mean, you know, why don't we have shotguns in the game? What we have instead is revolvers, 303 rifles, no shotguns. Well, true, but there are ways of mitigating it. It's going to depend how hard they insist on pushing the engine. One of the things so far that I like about Soulframe, even though I have not actually been able to fully play it, just run it up, and then I can't run it any further for various reasons, is I think it uses the same game engine as Warframe, and the Warframe engine is seems to be very well optimized. I mean, I'd love to see I'd love to see the Long Dark using the Warframe graphics engine. I think it might look actually quite spectacular. But what you don't want is a game which will only run on something like, you know, well, 1080p would probably be just fine, I suppose. And I don't run 1080p. So, yeah, I am a more demanding use case than some. I'm going to have to stop off, aren't I? Started out too late in the day. I mean... well, you know, progress isn't everything.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Right. I am going to take a quick break, empty my bladder, and then we'll see if we can survive long enough to not get eaten. Right, and I nearly forgot. Bow. Right. So, how many wolf attacks do we think? I'm guessing 2. And that tiny morsel of meat is enough to make me not too stinky. For certain values, not too stinky. Yeah. And at this point I might as well make it down to the shore, because why not? Any way I go in this region is not the safest things. Nice tasty deer here, wolves. Go after the deer. Please. In a game like this, ignorance can truly be bliss. The things I've done in the past with such confidence. I now know how lucky I was. I can't remember the recommended way down, but do know if I now go too far over, I've got... Yeah, I go surprisingly close to the bear cave. And of course, last time I tried to be clever. That's when I got mauled. And then had to retreat down a hillside, which I don't want to do. Again. Now, memory serves, there's a wolf up ahead. Mind you, there's always a wolf up ahead, but I mean this particular little section. No. Got a suspicion. I have a suspicion that coming this way means you meet the bear on the way. Oh no, I haven't necessarily, have I? But getting down to the ice makes a sort of sense to me. Because then at least I've got a clearer view across the ice. The problem is that getting blindsided by a wolf at point blank range is quite easy. Drat, I can't just shimmy down there, can I? Nope. Oh great, threatening music, that's just what I need. Yeah, the bear can be. I don't have any choice. I've got to go through this creature's territory. Hey, Danny. Hello, Peanut. Hello, Lola. There's rabbits over there. So my choices are take shelter in one of these, which I think I can do. Or I think I'm going to take shelter. Hello, rabbit.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
All right. This is slightly creepy. You can share a bed with the dead body. Yes. Alright. Well, at least we got this far. There's a little part of me that says, oh, save game. It doesn't work that way.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Right, now we cross our fingers and hope. Of course, everything will have respawned. Yeah, because I've run into the bear on how many occasions? In this specific area right there? Certainly a couple. Once following me, which was nerve-wracking. Once coming this way. Once coming that way. Right in that region. Oh, I haven't searched here. You're kidding me. I haven't searched? I thought I'd searched all these. Huh. Yeah, because I was looking for the revolver, because in principle you can find a revolver sometimes in one of these huts, I think. And, yeah, I could have sworn I checked them all, but apparently not. And this, of course, is the other bear's territory. The one I typically shoot from that hut. That one. Yes, I have. Because I fished in it. Or do you mean this one? Well, might as well find out. I mean, this one I definitely have because, yeah, it's right on the way. But maybe I haven't searched this one. I could have sworn I had, but hey, you know. The fact that this one's door is shut makes me wonder. It would be ever so funny if I checked in here and there was a revolver in here. No, I've checked in here. Did I leave any cooked fish over there? I didn't, did I? Oh, doesn't matter, I can make hooks. Not too worried about hooks. Ah, okay. I'm not going back to check. The weather is not doing nice things. And I want to get... Ah, okay. Hello, Mr. Deer. I've got axes I can recycle if I need to make hooks. Right. Okay, so 2 more calculated risks to go. One is the wolf around here, because there will be one. There always is. There's always a wolf. The other possibility is a bear off to my right. The other one is a bear off to the left. And the other one is a moose right over there, which I don't see at this point. How about that?
Is getting kind of heavy.
I made it back. I am slightly staggered. Who would have thought it? I filled up the trunk. Filled up the trunk. I have 7 rabbit pelts. That is one hell of a relief, I can assure you. I didn't realize I'd got so many rabbits while I was in the ravine. All I've got to do now is remember where I put everything. Where did I put everything? Where did I put... I want to get all my... Oh, look at that. I'm positively organized here. Where did I put everything? Where did I put the rest of my ptarmigan down? Oh, there. Right. Where's my pinnacle peaches? Do I not have any pinnacle peach? Oh, there we go. Do have pinnacle peaches. Yeah. Get my vitamin C problems sorted out. Ah, and I have fish. Yeah, I did. I had 4. I remembered that much. Right. Home sweet home. I did not get chewed upon or mauled. I am staggered.
Not sure I can carry much more.
Okay. Oakley dokily. Now that fish won't fix my minor vitamin C problem, but it's not going to hurt, is it? Yeah. uh,
I can barely walk with this much gear.
okay. You know, it's quicker. Oh, I can't transfer all of it. Um, ah. All right. Yes. The reason I have a black screen Talgat 1976 is because the system isn't offering, despite having affiliate status, and despite this being a feature of affiliate status, it doesn't always offer lower resolutions. The problem is one of resolution. I can I've got two screens showing Twitch right now. I've got no problems. but certain browsers and certain mobile devices will only show a black screen, I'm afraid. Unless, which doesn't seem to be happening, it's not showing. Yeah, it is not, for whatever reason, allowing resolutions other than the default. And it seems that only about 1 in 3 streams actually give you the choice of resolution you want to view at, and that's why you have a black screen. I'm sorry about that. It is very irritating. I went to all the trouble, and me and Bricage and Anna went to all the trouble of getting affiliate status simply so that I could get resolution choices, and then we discover it doesn't always work. So, yeah. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it. Right. How much fire have I got?
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Oh, a lot. I have a lot of fur. 26. That's good. That is very good. That means I can build a bed. And all this sort of thing. Which was the whole purpose for this trip. The whole purpose of going to Mystery Lake, catching ptarmigan, and so on and so forth, is, yeah, so that I could make a bearskin bed. And of course, the discovery risk has to come back, doesn't it? Thank you so very much, you benighted game. Why is it showing rainbow trout? I mean, I'm curious, because rainbow trout does not live in the ocean. And we're right next to the sea here. And yet I'm hauling... why did that not occur to me previously? I'm hauling rainbow trout out of the ocean. That's not how it works. Rainbow trout doesn't spend time in the ocean, does it? Oh, now I'm curious. Excuse me a moment. Rainbow trout. Species of trout native to cold water tributaries of the... Oh, no. No. There is... Okay. There is a species of trout, nominally a rainbow trout, that does live in the ocean. What do I know? I thought trout was exclusively freshwater. It isn't. No, Talgat, I don't think I turned off anything myself. Why would I turn off the ability to display different resolutions? It's not an option. I don't have an option to do it. There is some oddities about Twitch. I've seen people who wanted to comment and couldn't because they weren't subscribed. I don't have subscriber-only chat. I don't think I've got follower-only chat. You know, I myself, for example, am subscribed to my own channel, and yeah, right. I am my own it's my channel. If I go to my channel display, it won't. I only get 1440p as an option. So yeah, I am my own basic subscriber. So yeah, Twitch is weird. With all due respect to Twitch, it does do some odd things. Why it can't scale the resolution, I don't know. YouTube has no problem. Twitch is strange. Yep, some phones don't, some browsers don't. Rikash, who you may remember, did a series of tests. When it was working, I think all his devices could view it. And then when it wasn't, his cheapest ones. Oh no! Oh dear. Right. What do I need to make? Yeah, the reason I'm going through the same thing over and over again is people don't realize. Oh. I don't know what you mean. I have got game capture. What do you think I'm doing? Streaming is game capture. The OBS does not have an option specifically for game capture. And I certainly couldn't do it. Hang on. Appearance, stream, output, audio, video. No, there is no option specifically for game capture that I'm aware of. If you can tell me where it is. Yeah, if you can tell me where in OBS the option to do game capture is. Don't forget, I don't stream. I do not stream to Twitch from OBS. I don't stream to YouTube from OBS. I stream to Restream from OBS, and then it streams to Twitch and YouTube. But as far as I'm aware, I don't think I've ever seen an option in OBS just for game capture. And I don't really see why there would be, because it doesn't care. Why would it care? But, yeah.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Ah. like I say, if you could tell me exactly where in OBS there is an option specifically for game capture, let me know, and I would be delighted to try it. It just won't be now because I would certainly have to stop the stream in order for that to function. What did I forget? Oh, bearskin. How many bearskins do I need? What do you mean try enabling it as administrator? Can you be a little bit more specific? Because as I said, I don't think I have seen an option in OBS to enable for game capture. I would be surprised if there was one, to be honest, because it's all the same as far as OBS is concerned.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
I don't know, you're the one who's saying I should enable game capture. So you need to be specific. Morning, Eugene. Now, hang on a second. Give me 1 second. I can try and narrow things down. Alright, give me half a second. It says, according to this, in the sources doc, hit plus, and there should be an option for game capture. Except I guarantee there isn't. Nope, I have no option called game capture. I have window capture, I have screen capture, I don't have an option specifically for games. So my options are display capture and window capture. So, sorry, that's it. That's what I got. Oh no, I'm sorry. I did post in Discord that I should be back to normal, but it was late. I didn't know until late last night that I would have my regular schedule back. So sorry about that. Yes, I do have screen capture, and that is what I'm doing. No, I got display capture. Same thing. Yeah, that's what I do. Screen capture. Well, actually, technically, it's display capture. But, I don't know that I'll be able to finish it today. Well, I mean... Oh, it's going to be so close. Oh. I almost got the bed crafted.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I probably am running as administrator. I'm the administrator of my own system. But I can certainly try. I can't do it now, though. That's the only thing. And it doesn't explain why it's only sometimes available and sometimes not. Why is it sometimes available from Twitch with different resolutions and sometimes not? It's not a consistent thing. If it was a consistent thing, like, oh, I'm not running it in the right mode, then it would always be that way, but it isn't. Yeah, well... just as easily wait till dawn. I'd have to light a fire and use a match, or, you know, it's easier just to wait till it's light enough to do it. I'm not on the phone. I'm not playing this on a phone. I'm not viewing it on a phone either. So I'm not quite sure I understand the question, to be honest.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Right, I have a bed. Okay. I have 3 monitors.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I've got the main one I'm playing the game on. I've got a second one over here and a third one over there. Those are the 3 monitors I've got hooked up to the one computer. I've got a 4th one up there, which is actually hooked up to my laptop, which you can't see. So, yeah. Right, we have a bear hide bed. Yay! Yeah, I've got OBS preview on this monitor over here, which you can't see. It's, well, over there. Just, yeah, it's there. Right, that's not the best place for that, but that doesn't matter. I've got a bear hide bed. Yay! Progress. But I will look into what you're saying. The thing that gets me though is if it is as simple as, oh, I need to set up screen capture mode. Sorry, game capture. Although what the difference between game capture and screen capture would be, I don't know. It's not going to be that much different, surely. Why does OBS sometimes give you different resolution options and sometimes not? Do you see? That doesn't make any sense necessarily. If I was streaming direct to Twitch, I can sort of understand, okay, maybe that might make a difference, but I don't stream direct to Twitch. I can't stream direct to Twitch and YouTube simultaneously, and there are no, well, and I am not prepared to go through the fiddle and faff of rebuilding a custom version of OBS for possibly a a version which would allow me to multicast directly, but then that would require double the bandwidth to do it, which technically I could do, but that might not work with other games. So, you know, yeah, there is a can. That will do for now. Oh, yeah, no, there was, and it didn't allow me to... Yeah. It still didn't allow me to move it. Yeah, that's as close as I can get it, apparently. Oh! Thank you. It hadn't occurred to me. No, it's not that. Nope, it's just that. That's as far. That's as close as I can get it. It doesn't want to move any closer. There we go. That's about as good as it gets. Okay. It's alright. Step 1 to making this a cozier location. Step 2. But, look, Talgat, okay, you've given me a few things to look into, which I will look into. It would be nice if I could experiment with a live stream just to Twitch, see what options become available then, except for the fact that that would mean not live streaming to YouTube. And to be honest with you, YouTube almost always gives me more views than Twitch does. So, you know. Right, so I actually now have to bring this to an end, but at least we got something done today. I survived the trip down the mountain, and made a bed. I do stream to 2 platforms, but I do it via a second service. I do it via Restream. There are ways of getting OBS to stream to 2 platforms, but you have to basically build your own version of OBS. It's doable. So, yeah, no, I mean, I am streaming to 2 platforms right now. I'm just doing it by an alternate service. But yeah, there are ways of getting OBS to multicast directly to Twitch and directly to YouTube, but I would need 12,000 kilobits per second upload, which is 2/3 of my available, which I'm reluctant to use. So, yeah. So to be honest, in some ways, whatever settings I have here, it's not going to make much difference to Restream. All it knows is, oh, look, there's data. I'm going to shove one that way and one that way. Yeah, I mean, the most viewers I've ever had simultaneously on Twitch is probably from after a raid. The most viewers I've had on YouTube was 250 concurrent. The next second most was 141 concurrent on YouTube. I've got more subscribers on YouTube. You know, if it ever comes down to choosing whether I'm going to stream to YouTube or Twitch, because for whatever reason I can't stream to both, I will stream to YouTube, because it's a better platform for me than Twitch is. So, but you've given me a few ideas. I will poke around, see what I can come up with. But the fact that we know that some browsers don't support, aren't happy viewing the resolution I stream at, some devices aren't happy with it, and those devices, all things being equal, will sometimes be able to and sometimes not, depending on whether Twitch is offering different resolutions, and that is outside of my control, because I mean, I'm streaming exactly the same settings every single day. So yeah, it would be interesting to do a test stream, I must admit, just to Twitch to see what happens, but that wouldn't solve the problem, because, you know, then it's a case of, well, do I prioritize Twitch or YouTube? And we've already had that conversation. Right. So with a little bit of luck, I should be back tomorrow. Oh, that's not cooked, is it? Yeah, with a bit of luck. I say I'm back tomorrow. Yeah. So no, the regular schedule should be back on, I hope.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
There we go. So I'll be back with Warframe this evening at 7 p.m. Or I should be. And back tomorrow morning with The Long Dark at 9 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Thank you all for watching. I do apologize for my inability to do a regular stream for the last several days. Some of it was unavoidable, because, as I said, I had certain responsibilities I needed to discharge before Christmas. Anyway, I hope you all have a good day, and I will see you all next time.